feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose.
Come on, Cloud. Don't be silly.
That's the perfect type for you, I'd say.
Aerith. It's Aerith.
Why are we still debating this? This is not even subject to interpretation because the facts are there. But the aunties do argue that Aerith does not fit the maturity description. Have they not heard of multi-dimensional characters? And I understand that there's a bit of misogyny in the Final Fantasy VII fandom. So some people just can't fathom that women can be multiple things. You can be playful and you can be vulnerable at the same time. I think Aerith displays that very well, and the remake trilogy highlights that incredibly, especially Rebirth. So in this video, let's have a look at how this duality complements each other. She is mature, but also playful, and it really contributes to her being a wholesome, iconic heroine, main heroine of Final Fantasy VII. Aerith's mom in the book Traces tells her that she must not lose the aspect of her personality that allows her to find joy in things even during hard times. And I think this is incorporated so well with the playful banter that she has with Cloud and the rest of the team. It also brings a sense of lightness in a game with particularly dark themes.
So, Cloud, what's your favorite flower?
They're all the same to me.
Huh. You sure you want to say that to a florist?
Better than lying.
Okay. Then what'd you do with the flower I gave you?
You
give it away?
I did.
Ooh, to who? Tell me.
Don't recall. What?
Thought you didn't like lying. Hide me, oh Tifa. Come, my child.
This is some kind of race today, folks. In all my years in the booth, only seen a couple this close. So, Cloud, which bird do you think is gonna take home the win?
Well, Aerith, considering their plumage and breeding, I think the choice is clear. Keep it down, birdie.
Not to be that guy. Kids these days, I swear.
Now.
But the smells! Ah, how that fresh salt air tickles the nose!
Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that.
If I could, I would include the entire Wool Market chapter, but I will now just include the iconic 3 dresses because the reactions from Aerith as well as from Cloud are just priceless.
Alright, you're up. Come on. You look fine.
Aerith, what are you wearing?
I know, right? It's bad. Like, super bad. I've been trying to figure out if there was anything more I could have done with it, but...
Doesn't really matter if you get picked or not anyway.
Yeah, but still. You put a lot of work into this. Did you put a lot of work into this? Heya.
Hey, what are you wearing?
I hear Corneo likes his girls super duper girly and dolled up. But I thought he might appreciate something a little more down to earth for a change. What? You don't like it?
I didn't say that.
Then... does that mean you do like it?
That's really...
Yeah. Corneo's got certain tastes. This dress is so gaudy and impossible to move in.
Yeah.
Cloud?
Excuse me.
And you can see that the design choices of her outfits are usually pink and red. Like the red really just highlights her feistiness, and the pink is like Disney princess playful side. So the duality is also really emphasized in her appearance.
Shit.
For me personally, Aerith's backstory, controversially I'd say it's the saddest, mainly because of her fate as well. Like as soon as she started living her life, making friends, coming from a lonely childhood where she was kept captive, losing her mom, all of that trauma, she dies because of the burden of being etc., which was the main reason why she was lonely in the first place. So it's really sad, and it really makes her a tragic heroine, and she shows so much strength despite all of this. She is able to enjoy life despite all of this. She's able to open herself to falling in love despite all of this, and that really shows so much resilience, so much maturity, and a very strong character. She accepts her fate, she accepts the burden even though she does not like it, and she admits that she doesn't like it, and she's lonely. In Advent Children it says that she looks at Cloud and she feels lonely, and it's all valid, and it's valid that she's not just happy-go-lucky about all these things, but she admits that they make her feel sad and lonely and sometimes angry.
After all the pain and the horror he put us through, I hate him. I'm an ancient. As in, a steward of the planet. One of those ancients. Or, to be more precise, the only ancient. For the most part, it's been a source of pain. I've been held against my will. I've been watched. I've been ignored. Even hated. And it's been that way ever since I was little. My blood's been nothing but a curse. Must be nice to have a friend you've known since you were a kid. Someone you can say, "Remember the time when?" to. Someone you can reminisce with. I don't have anyone like that, and it feels like I'm being taunted for it, which stings more than it should. That is why I want to be alone. Plus, I might take it out on you, and I don't want that.
I don't mind.
Well, I do, and it'd only make me feel worse. Thank you, though. All this time, you were waiting for someone to come and play with you.
And this moment right here really showcases her accepting her fate, finally learning about the Cetra, the fate of the planet, and knowing that she's got this weight on her shoulder to save it. And she eventually does save it in the original game. And that to me is strength, it's maturity. So, aunties, are we playing the same game? Or are you guys stuck with Tifa Fantasy? If you understand the character Aerith Gainsborough, as I've described in these couple of scenes, you would know that in chapter 14 she was indeed acting weird. Her acting overly excited and happy is a sign of masking the deep sadness that she's feeling. And I'll end this video with this interview reference from Nojima. And he says that she was supposed to represent the exchange student, something new, something fresh, something exciting and mysterious, somebody who's there for a short time but leaves an everlasting impression on you forever.